All right, let's cover a topic that everyone's lost the sale to, especially when you're quoting somebody that's elderly, final expense, or a whole life policy, graded benefit, guaranteed issue, any of those things. Typically, those things are going to cost, 1/10 of what the payout is because they don't have a whole lot of life expectancy. You may have a $10,000 policy costs $80, so in 10 years they've paid $10,000. So the argument a lot of times is that hey, well, instead of me paying $80 a month, well, heck, I'll just put it in a checking or savings account. How do you close those? Well, they're pretty easy. Actually, just say, well, sir, man, that sounds great coming from your perspective, but let me give you how a professional in my world looks at that. First of all, I doubt that you'll actually set aside the $80 a month. I doubt that you'll do it consistently. You might do it for a month or two. You'll skip one or two. Eventually, you're never going to get there. But let's say theoretically, optimistically, you do save $10,000 over the next 9 or 10, 15, whatever years that you would like to have to pass on to your kids to cover your funeral costs or final expenses or whatever. Now you've created something that's going to pass through estate taxes. So rather than giving them the $10,000, they're going to get a percentage of that. They may get $8,000, they may get $6,000. It depends on all of the taxable factors of how much your kids will actually receive of that $10,000 that you claim you're going to save, which we both can admit probably won't happen. So versus you could take that same amount of money, put it into an insurance product, and they're going to get that $10,000 check, which will escape all estate taxes. So they're going to get $10,000 guaranteed tax-free money. And especially if you're doing an immediate benefit policy versus a graded benefit policy, you can tell them you can make one payment on this thing. One payment. Something happens to you next month, they're going to get 10 grand. So I understand your thought process, and maybe you're upset that it costs a lot, but you did take a long time to prepare for this need. You waited until after the medical diagnosis. You can, whatever the situation is, you could say this is the cost of waiting to putting this off. But the bottom line is something's going to happen to you one day, and you're going to go be with Jesus, be with the Lord one day, and we got to make sure that they're not stuck with the bill. And the best way to do that is to put it into an insurance product, such as this policy that I've shown you. So anyway, hope that helps. That's a great way to overcome I'll just save the money.